to share something with you. That might put me in a very negative light, yeah.
Relationships are not my forte.
See if someone grabbed up my wife or something completely different ballgame.
I'll walk away from here, and this has been like a therapy session. This is Umar Ahmed for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. Well, I'm joined by a man that I thought perhaps I wouldn't be interviewing, to be honest, in Dubai this week, Rhys Caldon, but you made a little bit of a name for yourself this week. We'll come on to that in a second, Rhys, but just sort of for the viewers who don't know too much about you, just give us a little bit of background to yourself, please, mate.
So I've grown up in Dubai. I moved here when I was about 11 from South London, Croydon. I've always been into boxing for a while. I came out here, I got a little bit more serious about it. Started boxing at round 10 and I still box there now. Turned over to pro this year in March at 74. And since then, yeah, I've just been doing a few other things. I do a bit of music, I box. Yeah, I just do a few things. That's about me, really. My family's out here. I've always been out here.
Dubai and South Croydon, a little bit different.
Yeah.
Just a little bit, just a little bit. Do you know what, if you want to just pull that curtain up, because there's some light in here. Let me have a look now. That's better. Yeah, it's definitely a different view out to East Croydon Station than here. Yeah, it must be a good life training at Round 10 Gym, the weather here, living a good life in Dubai.
Yeah, definitely. To be honest, yeah, I've been fortunate enough to have lived this life and another life as I've been growing up. And the training's good. I'm fortunate enough as well. We get loads of pro fighters over all the time. And the shows are picking up now, as you can see. Whether it's the YouTuber boxing or it's the actual real boxing. Shows are getting busy out here. Abu Dhabi, here. It's just picking up around here now. So it's easier to get the sparring and the right training that we need.
What's your amateur background like?
I had about 25 fights. I used to travel a lot back to Miguel's gym in Brixton. I used to go there, train, come out here, have fights, go back and forth. So I've been around boxing for a while, always. Just training hard, sparring the best. Yeah.
So how many years have you been in Dubai?
Oh, I must have 11 years now. 11 years.
Was it tough to find sparring initially?
At the beginning, yeah, it was really hard. There weren't even many pros. And then only since probably the last 4 or 5 years, it started to pick up. Boxers have moved over here. Companies have moved over here. They just seems like this is the place to be at the moment.
Yeah, definitely is. So yeah, let's talk about what happened this week. Of course, Anthony Taylor was on the bill. He fought last night, and the first I saw of you was at the press conference where you guys started going back and forth. What instigated that for you?
Well, to be honest, if I'm going to be honest with you, the press conference was kind of dead, to be honest. It was boring, and I thought, you know what? He's walked in and given it the big one. Oh, I'm this, I want to fight Floyd. And I just thought, you know what? You want to actually have a real fight with somebody who will actually give you competition, I will show you. So I just said to him, like, you actually want to have a fight? You're just here to just pretend and act like you're a fighter? And then I stuck it on him. And you saw how he reacted. Who are you? But he's calling out Floyd Mayweather, and he's not anybody himself. I mean, no one knows what he does, so it would be no different from me calling him out.
So how many professionals have you had?
I've just turned over in March.
Okay.
So yeah, so it's a good fight for him as well. It's not like I'm too experienced for him. He should want to take it to prove he's whatever he says he is.
Is it fair to say that, you know, you are trying to make a name for yourself this week as well? Is that fair?
100%. And you know what? All the boxers know that this is how the game goes. You can't just be a good boxer to actually achieve something great. People don't, nowadays, unfortunately, that's not how it goes. You need to be in there, you need to be in the media. And luckily enough for me, I can fight and I can box very well too. So I can do it all, media, talk, fight, doesn't matter to me.
Well, yeah, we'll come on to some of the criticism that I saw on the comments, etc. But a point that you just made there, Tyson Fury viewed your Instagram story this week.
Yeah.
And if you hadn't done all that craziness this week, he wouldn't have. So is that the point you're trying to make?
Yeah, 100%. These people have viewed it. I mean, the place is getting busy and they want to see people that have grown up here and they know about the culture and the lifestyle. And that's me. I'm a Dubai child, you know what I mean? I've been here, I know the difference between here and there, and this is what I need. I needed a little bit of a media push to put my name out there and fight. And I don't just want to fight these guys that aren't fighting. I'm willing to do the normal boxing route, the traditional one, and this route also, whatever it takes to get to the top.
So we talked about what happened at the press conference where it was just verbal. Then of course at the weigh-in, this is where it got a little bit interesting, because we've seen things like this happen in America, in England, in other countries. But I think the first thought was, when two people are doing that in Dubai, are you playing a risky game? So do you want to just address that
So-
situation first?
The first thing, is me throwing water at him. I did it, and you can see on the video, I was just laughing. I found it hilarious, and I saw on his face he was getting like aggy. So of course I did what I do. Smartest thing to do is step back, defend yourself, and just go to close the distance. So whatever happens, like you did, we went on the floor. I stood up uninjured. He stood up uninjured. No one got in trouble. You can't, like I said, I've been here my whole life. I can't be disrespecting the country or the city by punching someone in their face that from something I've instigated. It's different if I was like doing self-defense, but it's all just like a bit of jokes and banter at the end of the day. If I punch him and he's injured and he can't fight, or he hits me and I can't, it's not the way things go. Most of the people that are commenting those type of things are probably at home not trying to achieve what I am or push themselves up. They're just sitting there being critics. They don't really understand what Dubai is like and how things work. And even normally, you don't really see people actually hit each other. Do you know what I mean? If you look at the other press conferences where they get into things like that, maybe dash a chair, roll about, it's not that serious enough to be fully assaulting somebody, I don't think.
Okay. Well, his strengths, obviously, he's got an MMA background, so you're actually probably putting yourself in more risk if you're on the floor, which is what happened with him. How was that? Roll around?
So yeah, I went to shoot. I didn't even really go to shoot. First thing I thought in my head was, don't let him punch you because I can't do much back. I'm coming as somebody that they don't really know. Everyone here knows he's fighting on the bill. Who am I? So I thought the best thing was to do, cause a scene, get out there safe and be protected and make sure you're all right. So once we were on the floor, I just held both his arms here and I was just laughing. I was sitting there laughing. He's like, don't do that. And I'm laughing in his face and he's just getting more wound up. And then when we stood up, I just carried on laughing at him. And you can see from the video, they're holding him back and he's trying to get all angry and stuff. I just found it funny, to be honest, for me.
Okay. And then, I think there was a lot said between you two. Obviously, security got involved, etc. But what do you take away from that situation? Is it just that your profile's taking a bit of a rise? Is that all you take away from that?
I've taken away a lot from it. I've learnt a lot as well, just seeing people's comments and just dealing with it and just getting on with it. And also, I would like to fight him. I'm really willing and open to fight him and fight anyone, really. That's just how I am as a person. I'm willing to get in there and see who's the better man on the night. And he likes to give it a big one. And I'm an up-and-coming fighter who's actually a fighter. Not like, no offense to his opponent, but a guy off Love Island. I'm actually about that life. So, yeah, that's what I take away from it.
Okay. What do you say to those critics? I'm sure you saw the comments on our post saying this guy's just doing it for clout and he's didn't really need to do that to Anthony. What would you say to that?
To the normal people that are sitting at home and they're not actually involved in any boxing life or anything to do with media, I would say it's very easy to sit at home and make comments about things you're not involved in. When you're not in the moment, they say, oh, why would you not do this or why would you not do that? Or it's different when you're living that life and you're trying to make something of yourself. And that's what you need to remember as well. And for the actual boxers that are commenting and stuff, you guys do stuff like this all the time, whether it's with your words, whether it's actions or stupid hitting the pads and saying things. So you lot should know better, personally. And I said that to some of you, and I'm not really afraid to say my point either, no matter who they are.
Okay. Well, I know you've planned to go last night to the Coca-Cola Arena, but they barred you.
Yeah. They said, no, can't come. They said they're interested in getting me on a fight, though, on the next one. So that's also something good to take away from it. But they're like, I think it's best you don't come, which again makes no sense because I think I probably racked up the most views for them. Probably got like a few newspapers, even people are posting it, The Sun, Loving Dubai. So it doesn't really make sense when you've got John Fury taking his shirt off in the ring. But I mean, that says it all really.
Okay, well listen, an interesting week for you. But you take away, as you said, some things from it. Just to wrap up, for people, as I said, who don't know much about you, what's your fighting style like, and when you're going to be out next, Rhys?
Hopefully I'll be out in January. I'm just starting to tick over now, get back into camp, roll in, lose the weight. And I would say I'm a slick fighter. I like to use my defense. I like to come off the counter and I hit hard. And I'm real fast and explosive. I would like to think I got it all, really, if I'm honest with you. That's why I said to these people, I didn't want to hurt him. I'm ready to get in the ring, get paid for what I do, and show people how good I am.
What weight are you looking to campaign at?
74, and I will go down to 69. I'll try to push it down to see if I can do it.
I only know it in pounds, I don't know the kilos. What's that in, what weight category?
Between welter and middle.
Okay.
That's where I'll move around between welter and middle. I'm
Okay.
flexible, easy, I can lose weight easy and gain it.
All right, well, listen, Rhys, it's good to get you on the channel. First time, I believe.
Yeah, first time.
First time.
First time of many. There will be more.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure we're going to have many more interesting sort of chats with you, because this was the first one and it was a very interesting one. You ended up in several newspapers and radio stations, and you had Tyson Fury reviewing your Instagram story. So, but yeah, Rhys, appreciate your time, and yeah, no doubt when I'm back in Dubai, we'll have another catch up.
Thank you for having me, bro. Enjoy your time here.
Thank you.
I'm gonna share something with you that might put me in a very negative light. Yeah.
Relationships are not my forte.
See if someone grabbed up my wife or something completely different ballgame.
I'll walk away from it, and this has been like a therapy session.